Shalom, shalom to one and all. How are you doing this fine and beautiful day? It is another hot day, another warm day in the Galilee. And you know what? I'm very pleased to say that, to report to you guys that we have the internet being installed in all the buildings. So we're very, very excited that indeed. Also, we're going over the plans for the incubator, which is a place which will give, hey, shalom, Cindy. Good morning to you. How is it going? We were just talking about how the great progress that's being made, not only installing internet in every building right now, which was old Pioneer buildings, which were empty, but also to be able to see that the place is actually going to be able to have a place of where businesses are started, where immigrants and young people and people who make their Aliyah are able to start businesses. It's called an incubator. So we're working on that, getting an incubator ready. Part of it is going to be a cyber school. Part of it is going to be, of course, a medical tech, med tech. You know, there's fintech, finance tech, which all kinds of stuff like PayPal. Then this is what is going on in the world big time now. Hey, Hannah, good to see you. Mario. So there's fintech, that's finance tech, like PayPal. There is, of course, food tech, superfoods, shakes, special ways to do vertical gardens. Good to see you. And then, of course, there is med tech, medical technology. So that's what we are saying. We're trying to establish a med tech business incubator for a bunch of these new immigrants. And I'm excited to say that we are going to be good stewards of the Galilee, good stewards of the development of cities. And you know that the government's expecting, what do we mention? Expecting about 500,000 new immigrants to arrive to this wonderful land. And boy, is it warm out right now. We need some cool tech where we're able to just have cool air all the time. But it's the warm season right now. But my really main thing that I wanted to convey today as we're getting together and praying for you. Yes, good morning to you, Ephraim. Good morning to you. How are you doing, Tammy Evans? We want to be praying for you. We want to be bringing your prayer requests before the Lord because we believe that God does hear our prayers and that his name is to be glorified in the earth, especially in his neighborhood, the Galilee. So one of the things that we really wanted to talk about today, we wanted to start with worship, but we wanted to talk about being stewards of what God has given us. Are we good and faithful servants, good and faithful stewards with what God has given us? So good to see you. Good morning to you, Cindy. Good morning to you, Ephraim. Good morning to you, Steve. Yeah, we are actually going to get our car fixed with transmission in one of our cars. It looks like it's not working too well. So we brought it into the shop and we're going to have another Galilean, a worshiper. You probably just saw a good song that just came out by Light Waves Worship. So they're coming out with songs all the time and it is exciting to say that, in fact, let's go and see what is going on over here. Indeed. So we're excited to say that the transmission is going to be fixed and we're going to be good stewards of the cars that we have. We're going to be good stewards of the trees that are planted, good stewards of the people that we're ministering to, good stewards of our children, good stewards of our finances, good stewards of our faith, good stewards of the word that's been planted in our hearts. To steward that, it's not good enough to just hear the word, but now we have to steward and do the word. Good to see you, Don Watcher, Steve Martin. How's it going, Steve? Woohoo! Lots of good stuff going on. And Hannah, it's always a pleasure to see you for sure. Great. So we're gonna have to, at this rate, 500,000 people that are planning to come and make their Aliyah. It would mean they would have to quarantine 2 weeks. Yeah, that's kind of crazy to imagine 500,000 people quarantining. But we're trusting God. Good to see you, Jackie and Dave, Flood, Ray Cutchin, Philippines. I know we have friends from Singapore, Jeffrey Hirsch, Friends from the Singapore I know are wanting to join as well, and that's amazing. Very excited. Very excited. So I want to ask you if you feel that you have been a good steward of what God has given you or not. Oh, who is entering right now into the car is, oh, look at that. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
That's great.
That's great. Yeah, I got to tune that. I'll tune that when we get there. Unless you know how to. No, I'll tune it. Let's just tune it when we get there. Let's tune it when we get there. So I want to introduce to you Moshe Mailspin, who you guys maybe remember quite well. No, let's tune it when we get there. Can we do that?
It's okay.
Please?
No, we don't need to.
Yeah,
I like playing off-tune things.
No. We're going to do some worship together, and as soon as we get there, we'll tune it. We're not going to waste our time playing an off-tune instrument. So this is Moshe Mailspin. He wants to talk to you. He's prepared something to say about stewarding. You guys hear a lot from me, and good to see you, Silla. Don't be so silly. Yeah, and Jeffrey Hirsch, good morning to you guys. You've heard a lot from me about stewardship and about stewarding the house of prayer, stewarding those watches, stewarding our finances, stewarding the soldiers, stewarding the new immigrants who come from Russia, from Belarus, from Ukraine, from France, from Hungary, and from all over the world, really, and stewarding the agricultural school young people. Indeed, you've heard me talk a lot about. Now it's time for you to hear from Moshe Mailspin. He's actually my brother, and he is actually right now stewarding a bunch of workers in Vertical Galilee House of Prayer. How is that for you, Moshe, to be a good steward of these workers?
Well, we got to try our best. I believe we got to try our best and do really our best. We're supposed to give her 100% as unto the Lord. And am I doing that really my best? I am trying, and I'm hopefully I'm really killing it in the end.
But how can we be good stewards?
How can we be good stewards? I would say we really need to show up. Showing up is a huge part. But the real thing is making sure that we do our job correctly. What if everyone did their job, which it seems like lots of times, I don't know who all has been to Israel. Lots of people say, well, it's a first world country, that's for sure, but some people act like third world country people for some reason.
Yeah.
It's
true.
They
Sad,
don't
but true.
steward their little job that they had. It's like, you know the saying, you had one job. You had one job. So your one job was to bring water to the bus driver, and he didn't do it on time. The guy got thirsty, whatever, it's just small little scenario.
It's a good example. Stuck in the sun and he's dehydrating because people aren't stewarding their job correctly, even in Israel. Even in the Holy Land, even in the Promised Land. Wow.
What I would like to say, though, for sure, is that how can we steward what we're doing? So we just need to focus on what we're doing 100% and do it 100% as unto God, and not leave. And you know what it is? It's being a little bit detail-oriented. Sometimes it's being a little detail-oriented. That's like what you'd write on a resume. But I think, first of all, God is detail-oriented. God is also high-tech. If you want to, there's a couple things I realized recently. God is high-tech. God is detail-oriented.
You say high-tech because, like, the breastplate stones, Evanei Choshen, these mystical stones are found in heaven, and they're found on the breastplate, and they're, of course, found in supercomputers, like quantum computers. There's different precious stones that are high-techly being used, like gold is in almost every computer. Is that what you're talking about?
What is high-tech? High-tech is just a way of processing information and also basically understanding what is already here. It's just a better way of understanding it. So, like, let's say high tech, lots of times when it comes to information, is the speed of processing. So does God have a processing limit? No, he processes it. He's something that a computer can never be. Is called omnipresent. Can't be that. So that just never will happen. It's impossible. So he's omnipresent at all times. And what am I seeing? High tech is that everything that we haven't created anything in this world. It's all using the materials that are already created, trying to understand the intricate design that was already here for definitely not million for thousands of years. That was already here, intricately designed. And we're just tapping into very basic things. The most undiscovered thing is the ocean here on this planet. The most undiscovered that hasn't been researched is the ocean right now. So we're just trying to tap into how's a baby form? What is the little thing? There's a little motor thing that opens up its eyelids.
Are you talking the birds and the bees here?
Talking the birds and the bees, the little buzzies. Yeah,
hey,
like Buzz Lightyear.
Good to see you, David. How's it going, David? Alicia, Virginia Abraham, God bless. So you're saying that we need to steward, you're saying steward and dominate, have dominion over the air, the birds of the air, have dominion over this. You're saying steward our role of governing the plants, not making sure we don't destroy destroy nature, destroy the biomes of animals, the rainforest. Are you saying we should be stewards of the world? Is that what you're saying?
I'm basically saying that whatever you have an effect over and doing things over, we got to steward it, because that is really it's sharing the gospel in the end. The truth of the matter is we're sharing the gospel through the way that we live life, the way that we steward what we have. And it also shows, well, of course, it comes back to the, if you're faithful with little, then you can be faithful with a lot. And that goes with finances, and even, what's his face? Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett, his main thing, he said, you want to be rich?
As long as it's not George Soros, I'm fine. Warren Buffett, okay, great.
To quote George Soros,
no!
Warren Buffett, it's as simple as never spending more than you earn. It's really easy. You never spend, so you'll always be on the up and up. You'll always be saving a little bit, which means you always will have a little bit more and more every year. You'll have a little bit more because you didn't overspend what you earned. So that's like a simple thing. So what is that? That's stewarding your finances, going according to a little thing called don't spend more than you earn.
If I like beef stew, does that mean I'm a good steward?
If your name is Stuart Little, then
what if my name is Stuart? Does that mean I'm a good steward?
It depends on if you have to times pi by the consistency and the viscosity of stew. Times that by pi, and then divide that by the universe.
Indeed. So, hey, I want you guys to be writing your prayer requests. This is Prayer Hotline, and it's also Good News from the Galilee. The good news, I'll tell you right now, the good news of today is you, sir, and you, ma'am, are a steward. You're a steward of many things that God has given you. By the way, look at these cool signs, by the way. Check it out. Check it out. As we're here driving in, you can see the sign there, Aliyah Return Center. What does it say there? Discipleship, prophecy, pioneering.
This is for you guys.
This is for you. Of course, down there you see the events, Sing Together events. Education with the Ambassador Academy. In-gathering with Return. The Prayer House, vertical. Oh, you can see it on the sign. Oh, you can see there the Prayer Valley. And you can see there, also the lots of different stuff. You can see it. You can see it. So as you drive on this road, you're going to see that this actually Moshe was stewarding, putting up the signs for us. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Nice. So right here, there's another sign right there. I like it, Moshe. That's a great stewardship.
It's right there.
Oh, I can see it now. It says there, welcome to the Aliyah Return Center. Right next to the bananas here. Cool. Discipleship, prophecy, pioneering. And you got the
banana on your way.
Wow, people are going.
The disciples actually bananas or whatever it was that it was corn, I think, or like wheat.
Isn't that amazing? Oh, I see another sign. I'm just showing them out so people know where to turn. It says the arrow there. It says turn left. I see it. Aliyah Return Center, turn left. Yeah, I see it. I got it.
Nice.
I got it.
Just so you guys know how to get here.
I need to remember how to get here. Then turn left. Leave those bananas behind you. And yeah. So we were just saying how we felt God has given us the privilege. Oh, there's another sign right there. People are loving these signs. People are loving it. They're just loving it.
It's a sign. It's a sign. It's a sign for the time.
There's a sign. There's a sign right there. It's a sign. Lord, give us a sign. And there it is. Aliyah Return Center. It's the sign of the times. It's the Issachar anointing. What Israel should do. Exactly. Ba-boom. So now...
Shaboom.
Yeah. So you're saying that to be a good steward is to not just let something fall apart. Let's say you have been given stewardship over a house. Let's say you own a house and lands. Doesn't Yeshua talk about that a lot? Like, how was someone a steward? And if he's not a good, even that he has will be taken away from the talents, the story of the talents. That's what we're talking about. You have talents, which aren't just talents of silver. That's a way to say